Something right. But we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it do what it do. We laugh. Go ahead and share. Hey Jay, missed you last week. Hey Juanica, if you in here, say yo so we can shout you out. Please remember to like and share as you come in so people know that we are live right now. You must be magic. Abracadabra. You should win an Oscar this year the way you've been acting. You singing? Yeah. Hey Shalonda. Hey Brittany. Juanica said, hey, someone be sure to press record.
Don't do me.
Look.
I had no excuse. I don't know what happened.
We gonna talk about it. I don't understand it. Yeah. I can't. If I don't hit you back, you get mad. That's a double standard. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put it. I can't stand it. Then you go and touch me so. The last time I had this, I said I wasn't gonna drink these on camera.
You
because my mouth
those
was like, trying to bust them boba.
You said you weren't gonna drink them no more anyway.
Well, as you can see, they have me in a chokehold right now. I know Jay understands about my Big V addiction. It's new for me, so I'm like really in that.
I already been set free and bound again.
I'm in that period where like I just have to have it.
At one point, that was like my biggest problem financially. It was like I had to buy this $8 coffee.
It's definitely an issue. And I'm like, hey Shalonda, I don't even drink the coffee. It's just a little, I don't even know what you call it. It's not a refresher. That's Starbucks. What's them called?
You talking about the energy boost?
A blast. A Big V blast.
Oh, you talking about the mocktails?
Yeah, mocktail. There you go.
It's Red Bull, baby. You drinking Red Bull. Flavored Red Bull.
Well.
Put a little fruit in and put some strawberries.
That tastes real good. Jay said, I already know. Hey, Candace.
It'd be a problem.
It's bad. And the crazy thing is, I went into it like I don't drink Red Bull. Don't give me nothing with Red Bull in it. I hate the taste of it. I don't like the little after burn that it leaves. But you can't even taste Red Bull in that.
Nah, Red Bull not even strong. That's what mess you up because it's like lightly carbonated. It ain't like you drink Coke, it burn. You be like, Sprite too. But Red Bull's like lightly carbonated. You don't even know it's like drinking rocket fuel.
Yeah, like even when I was drinking, like they had drinks that you mix with Red Bull, and I could taste it, and I didn't like it. But you can't taste no Red Bull in that.
Nah, them flavored Red Bulls be, it's something else.
Jay said them mocktails be hitting,
Man, they do.
And now we got the kids on it, of course, without Red Bull or anything.
You got one kid on it.
Nah, Nia be, as soon as I come in the house, she just like the boba though.
They don't get the babies no Red Bull.
I'll let her sip up a few boba. This one little thing here is so long. What's this?
I Miss You a Little. It's a demo. A girl named Charvet. She was, I think she's like 14 when she did this. She sound grown.
14?
She was 14 when she recorded this.
Oh, wow.
She got signed to, what's the acapella group? They be doing Christmas songs. Pentatonics. I guess they got like a label or something, where they want to like make a link for like acapellas. Yeah,
She's on there now.
yeah, she's on the label. It's like a acapella group. It's like Citizen something, but they really dope.
Oh,
It's all-
Citizen Kane or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe that ain't it, but I know them from TikTok. I like
Yeah,
them. Dog girls.
yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, I like
She's
them.
a brown skin one.
Citizen
That's Charvet.
Jane or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
like them.
Yeah.
Jay said we're gonna get a new soundtrack this season because these some bops.
I got you. Well, these won't be on there because I'd have to release these and I don't got permission. Well,
He's playing all songs that either he is on or he has written right now. So
All
they
songs
not
I'm
in
on
Apple
are-
Music.
all songs I'm on, I wrote. So these unreleased. Ain't nothing. So you won't hear these, but we are gonna do another soundtrack though. There's a long-winded way of saying yes, another soundtrack.
Hey Desiree, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You wrote this.
Mm-hmm.
Who you was thinking about?
Hmm?
You was thinking about me when you wrote that.
Even before I even really like
Lied to me.
Yeah, I got you. It's foreshadowing. I already shared it, didn't I? Look at me
Yes, you
before I-
did.
All right. What we looking like?
We got enough.
I'm trying to get to the live feed. I'm sorry. Where we at, dude?
Come on, baby.
Hold on.
Hey, y'all. What's up? I see a few names in here, but if you're in here and you have not put your name in the chat yet, please do so that whenever we get started, we can shout you out.
I'm about to start now. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Russell the Fourth.
Hey, everybody. It's me, Brandy.
And welcome to another episode kickback of the What They Never Told Us podcast. What's going on?
Are the hand claps part of the intro now? It's like a staple.
They've
It's a
always
thing.
been a part. of
I
the
know,
intro.
but like, is it just you be wanting to fill the space, or like it's a thing? It's like the song. It's just part of it.
It's the thing.
Okay.
It's very much a part of it. If I don't do it, it'll be awkward. Watch this. Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Russell the Fourth.
Hey, everybody. It's me, Brandy.
And welcome to the What They Never Told Us podcast.
Woo!
See how dry that was? You see how lackluster? You gotta get a claps in the
we
airways.
back with video. Hey, y'all.
Yo, so before Brandy tears me down with her words,
I wasn't gonna do that.
let me just humbly submit to the community of What They Never Told Us, our faithful listeners and viewers, especially the viewers, the people that only tap in via YouTube. Okay, I fumbled the bag this week. All right, and I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay, this has happened before. If you really gang for real, you know that this is the third time I average one of these per season. So the good thing is we got it out the way for this season.
Hopefully.
Yeah, it needs to happen once for me to be like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, yep. I hereby now submit from this day forward that Brandy is in charge of the record button and the camera.
No.
I am not doing it no more.
No.
Everybody got their role.
Yeah, we do. So don't try to pass any of your responsibilities off to me.
That is
'Cause
not
I'm definitely gonna forget. That's part of your.
You've never forgotten.
You set up the whole camera.
You've never forgotten.
because it's not my job to remember.
The camera's already set up. When you come down here, I'm usually waiting for us to just do our
You
kind
were
of
literally
pregame.
standing by the camera. Then you sat down and you went back.
That's
to
because
the
we
camera.
had to talk to God first. Now, this is a word. A lot of you guys want to start being broadcast before you talk to God. You want the platform before you talk to the one who gave you the platform. But listen, sometimes God will remove your ability to be broadcast when you don't consult him first. That's a word. That's a lesson.
Okay, wait a minute.
And I thank God for you guys.
Wait a minute.
And God is good, and he's good all the time.
There's something wrong with
And
your
listen-
sermon because we consulted God and you still forgot to push the button.
But he let it happen so that this word could be delivered
All right.
to the people. So
All right.
you being real judgy.
So I'm gonna shout out everybody that's in the building
Who we
right
got?
now. We have Jay and Brittany and both Shalandas. What up?
What up?
Juanica is in here.
Come
Candace
on.
is in here.
Come on.
Miss Desiree is in here. And I think that's it. That's all that shouted me out so far.
I got some people.
What up, y'all?
You see Candace? Do you say what up to Candace?
I did say what's up to Candace. You know I
Did
ain't
you
gonna
say
forget
what's
my girl.
going on with Diamond? What's going on, Diamond?
Hey,
Edwards, how
Diamond.
you doing? And I think that's it. I think there's some people that, on my screen I can see people just watching but trying to be low key. Don't jump on here unless you're trying to get called out. You
Well,
gonna
they
get
ain't being
called
too
out.
low key because you like, hey, Diamond.
I'm gonna
what
call
up,
you
girl?
out. You ain't gonna be no closet fan.
Juanica said, come on with the field goal emoji to your little I guess that was a little look. Let me tell you something. What was that?
I don't know. What are you talking about? The word?
Yes.
Amen. Yes. Amen. Nice little word.
Danielle is in here. She said, hey, y'all.
What up,
hey,
though?
Danielle.
Shayla here, too. What's going on,
hey,
Shayla?
Shayla. Well, I didn't even have to tag none of my people today. Y'all just on it. I appreciate you. Thank you. Make my work a little less easy. A little less hard, I guess I should say.
That part. If you anywhere in the vicinity of where we're located, I see y'all here this week. When it was warm out, y'all was MIA. Yeah, the sunshine was out and y'all showed y'all tail. Y'all was fighting all over town. Y'all in Kroger's fighting.
No, that was when the weather was bad. It was
Y'all
cold
had your
out.
legs all out. It's all warm. You got your legs all out. Didn't want to come to the broadcast. But we appreciate you here now. Okay?
It's back cold outside.
Back cold outside. Now you ain't got nothing to do.
Everybody is inside looking at us.
That
So
part.
what we came to talk about today?
Well, if you haven't seen the episode, or if you haven't listened to the episode, and as always, we want to know if you did. If you're here and you have listened to the episode, let us know. Drop a raised hand emoji or something. Let us know if you listen. But this episode, what's up?
Candace said, who was in Kroger fighting, girl? I'm going to have to send you the video because we can't be telling everybody business on here. And plus, they people I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't even know these people. It was entertainment, though. It was entertainment.
Jay says, yo, chill. It's sundress and hoochie daddy short season. Can I tell you something? I don't appreciate the hoochie daddy shorts.
That's a lie.
It's not a lie. I don't like
Dang,
it.
I just loaded up my.
I don't like it.
I just ordered a bunch from Fashion Nova.
Don't like it.
I'm trying to have my big boy thighs up.
Return to sender. And you actually have nice thighs, but
Come on.
no.
Let me let him out. You don't like the high shorts?
I don't. I
You like
don't
the baggy
look.
shorts? See, the baggy shorts right now are like OG. Like, that's the uncles. Like,
I'm not necessarily a fan of baggy. Like, okay, I always appreciate a basketball short, like
Above the
around
knee?
the house. Probably at the knee is good for
See,
me.
nah.
But I like khakis. I like stuff like
khaki
that.
shorts?
You know, like the little cargo shorts. Is
You
that
are
what they
old.
call it?
Yeah, you're old now.
Like cargo pants, like what I got on with the.
Yo, first of all,
I like them.
jean shorts and khaki shorts.
Not khaki with cargo.
Cargo is khaki, baby.
So I'm old
You
because I
want
got
some
these cargo pants on.
No, those are pants. I'm talking about cargo shorts.
I like them.
Yeah, I know. I'm telling you right now. I want you to see who's wearing cargo shorts right now. It's a guy named Philip.
Justin Timberlake wears cargo shorts.
When's the last time you seen Justin Timberlake in cargo shorts? I'm not talking about NSYNC, Justin Timberlake. I'm talking about right now, 2023. You're not seeing Justin in no cargo khaki shorts.
I like board shorts. Are those out of season?
I don't even know what that is. That's got to
They're
be
like
some
still like pant material maybe, and they like got checkers on them.
jorts.
Jorts.
You said
No.
pant jeans.
No, not jeans. They're like the pant material. I don't know what you call that.
Pant material.
I don't know. I had to show you. Like
Pant is pant is like long. Like,
no, like
it's
I'll
not
have to
material.
tell you. Everybody know what I'm talking
You
about.
talking
Whatever.
about like slacks?
Hi, Shan. Hello.
You talking about slacks? Like just like
A slack
slacks, like a more of a like
material,
casual.
Yeah, you know, and they like checkered.
Like chinos, like
Yeah.
okay, yeah. No, those are dope.
But I don't like hoochie daddy shorts.
Yeah, but khaki shorts, baby, come on now. I'm not gonna let you off the hook on that one.
Whatever.
I'm
I
on-
didn't mean khaki. I meant cargo. But if it's the same thing and it's
same
played out,
thing.
I like that.
Every time we are out and about, I'm gonna point out to the people that are wearing those shorts.
That's okay. It's the same people that got on them shirts you wear from Walmart.
No, it's not. I'm talking about.
Wu-Tang shirt.
I look fly in
Same
it.
people. You do.
I look fly. Don't do
And you
that.
could look fly in cargo shorts.
No.
Okay.
I
Whatever.
need y'all to sound off right now. We need to deliver Brandy right now. Who's wearing khaki cargo shorts in 2023?
Jay says she want to make you dress like Jake from Stay Farm.
What? Like I be looking at
Whatever.
people like that. Like they wear the like you know the like Uncle Grillin sandals, like the brown leather joints.
No.
That's the people that's wearing khaki shirts right now.
That's she likes them. She like Hoochie Daddy shirts. She said, "Hey, come here, little daddy. Let me holler at you for a second." That's what I feel like when the dude, like, low key, like, number one, I think there are places where they are appropriate. So if you're in the gym working out, I don't expect you to have on shorts down to the knees. But just outside walking around in shorts that come to your thigh, like, it's not cute. It'll never be cute to me.
Shayla says, you are an Uncle Russ. There is the relationship of an uncle, and then there's the status of an uncle, right? Like, that's like when you've entered in a social class of an uncle. And I'm the cool uncle. Like, let's be clear. I'm the uncle that the kids still like, yo, that's
probably
my
got
uncle.
A pair of cargo shorts up there right now.
That's a lie. And you don't even get the lying on Beyonce's
What
internet.
did you wear with your lemon shirt in California?
Jeans. I had full on pants. I didn't have
in California?
I had on pants, baby.
Okay.
I'm
going to look back at the picture.
If you're wrong, you're going to come back and apologize.
Robinson says, can't wear.
Don't skip past comments.
What?
Let me
I'm
read
not.
that.
I'm reading what's next on my thing, so let me read it.
No, let me read that one so I can cook him. Don't do that. Don't rob me. Brittany Swin says, I don't want to see men's knees.
It's just not attractive. I'm sorry.
Des says, oh, you're right, brother. I like them. Hey, come here a little bit. Christopher Robinson says, you can't wear Hoochie Man shirts with a head and body built like a baked bean. You thought that was funny. I want you to know you're coming on the show, sir. You're coming on my warfare. I'm going to do the final edits, okay? I have this last say so, okay? And as a fellow bald brethren, one of you who's been bald
Can y'all have this conversation?
Nah, you was all excited to read his comment. Don't try to cut me off.
I didn't even read it ahead of time. I didn't know what it said. Thank you.
Just don't cut me off. Let it go by quickly, okay? Now I got to start over my insult because you interrupted it. You've been bald, okay, since your mid-20s. You should be very accepting and sensitive to my new plight of baldness, sir. Moving forward.
Anyways, we have a YouTube comment. So shout out to Charismatic Glam. Thank you for joining us today. They said Hoochie Daddy shorts are nice when the men have nice legs and a nice fit. Love them. Robinson again says cargo shorts are still solid. Cute.
I want you to know he wears socks with polo shoes. He wears socks with boat shoes. You cannot trust his fashion sense.
Jay says, I got to tan these white legs so you gonna see my knees. Got me out here looking like a boiled chicken. Okay. Brandy Davis thought it was funny. I didn't say you look like that.
Now, you know what you're doing, fam. Leave me alone. We have rules. We don't bring it to the internet, fam. You're supposed to abide by the rules.
Nah, I don't know how we got on Hoochie Daddy shorts, but yeah, it's like, why they bunch up right here in your junk and make it look like you got like creases? And
whose junk you been watching that closely to know it do all that?
What?
Huh?
It's very obvious. It's just like gray sweatpants.
Who's wearing?
Like, as soon as you look at them, ooh, like it's a thing.
Yeah. Wow.
I already told you that. Just like I expect you to look at butts.
Interesting.
If it's a print in front of me, it's just like you can't help but notice it. Just like I'd be like, you can't help but notice that big butt. That's why men shouldn't wear stuff like that. This is not the first time we've had this conversation, so do not be staring at me like that.
I'm going on record right now. I have you telling me that me and you have had a conversation where you're telling me that when a man walks by in gray sweatpants,
we had this conversation. It started outside of the pretzel place in the mall. You do not remember this.
Ooh, child. My head hurt. My head's sweating. I'm sweating.
Jay said, that's the point. Shay said, okay, Brandy. It's the same thing as a big butt.
I don't look. And I want you to sit up here and lie and say you see me look at a booty.
I've definitely seen you look at a booty. In Memphis.
What? When?
Ooh. Saw you.
Yeah, you just saying anything.
I'm not.
When?
That's the same. Like, it's okay, first of all.
When? Don't skip past that when.
I wasn't calculating and writing down the
You
dates,
remember it. Where was we at? We was at the museum or was at the restaurant?
I have seen you look at a booty.
You've never seen me look at a booty.
Anyways, I mean, it's not like you're looking for it.
Wow.
It's just like when they're walking by, it's noticeable. I don't know what you want me to do. Anyways, that is not even what our episode. Brandy saw the booty too. I do. I definitely look at booties. So I know he look at it.
This is the double standard. It's not even
wrong.
This is the double
with
standard in relationships. She says that. But fellas, okay. Don't fall for the trap.
Conversation.
Yeah, it sounds good. The conversation
my
always
gosh.
sounds good. But, okay, don't fall for the trap. It's never okay. It's never going to go over smooth. Man, you see her booty? Yeah, I do. It's nice. It's a nice butt.
I'm not asking you to point it out to me, but I'm asking you not to pretend like you didn't see a booty as big as a house walk by you.
So how do you not pretend? Do I say something or do I just gawk at it?
You don't gawk.
Do I look?
I'm not gawking at a man's package. Like,
what's an appropriate
okay.
look? Do I acknowledge it or be like, dang, look at her booty?
Just and you don't go back for a second look.
Yo, this is foolishness. Do not listen to Brandy, fellas. You're going to get caught up.
You don't go back for it. No, it's some girls who ain't having that. I'm just saying, for me, if I see a big butt, I'm going to look.
And apparently, if you see a big package in gray sweatpants, you're also going to look as well.
How do you not see it? It's just like when Mike comes upstairs and we be like, Mike, put your, whatever. You can't help but see it. When you look at somebody, you see it.
This conversation got real weird real fast.
Did it? Oh my gosh. It got weird because you're making it weird. Hey, Khadijah, welcome. Shayla says, and some of them packages ain't what it is. Right. Sometimes it's just the pants bunched up.
Yo.
Why are you laughing at big package? Anyways, what was our episode about? Who listened to the episode? And you, what is
Say nothing. I didn't say nothing. I'm just trying to keep my head above water. Keeping your head above water.
Khadijah said, ooh,
Brandy likes gray
into?
sweatpants.
I don't. I never said that I like
temporarily.
that. Wow. You hear things.
I was singing the theme song, The Good Times.
Just let your head do whatever it wants to do. Because I never said anything about liking it. I said I notice it.
I was just singing a song, but
whatever.
You jumped out about it's like if I see you doing this.
I know, right, Robinson? We still in the first 10 minutes, 14 minutes of the show, and this done already went sideways.
This prime entertainment.
This supposed to happen at the end.
Khadijah, you missed it. We was having a take about khaki shorts.
No, Hoochie Daddy shorts.
Hoochie Daddy shorts. And Brandy went on a take about what it looks like when the shorts get jumbled up in the crotch. And I said, yo, whose crotch you looking at to where you noticing all the intricacies of what it do in the crotch? She said, it's like what I see it do with gray sweatpants. And this guy's junk. I'm going to see it. I'm going to look.
I didn't say I was going to look. I said I notice it. It's a difference. When you look at somebody, you look at their whole out. You see their whole person. If a girl have on a sundress, her booty move a little different than when she got on pants. You notice that.
It's the code of silence. You don't hear me talking about it. You ain't never heard me talking about sundress season.
I mean, but I'm not saying it's gray sweatpants season either. Like, it's just what it is. Robinson says, everybody share this boy. We going viral tonight. I'm clipping all this. Pure gold. I'm crying. It's no different than noticing a woman don't got on no drawers and a sundress, Jay says.
I'm not saying you don't notice it.
You don't want to know that I notice it.
The code is, okay, the silent code is, how do you conduct yourself when you do? Okay.
Have you ever seen me make a spectacle of it?
No, not until this very moment on podcast right now.
I'm not making us. I'm just describing a situation.
This is entertainment purposes. I'm just trying to make it entertaining. Look, it's all good.
Your feelings hurt.
My feelings are hurt? Oh, hold on, whoa. Don't do that. I don't got little D energy. Okay, so don't. Hey, hold on.
I didn't make no accusations.
Hold on, wait.
I didn't make no accusations. Point of order. Okay. I didn't make no accusations.
Well, for the record, I like to say
you trying to bloviate.
No. I like to say, okay, point of order. I like to say, I ain't insecure about nothing.
Amen.
And number two, we got a pie. We got to make it fun for the people, okay?
Don't clarify for me. Clarify for them.
Now I'm talking to you because you out here. You up here all. You all up here all sensitive about it. You mad?
I'm just saying.
Everybody bad, okay?
So Khadijah said, "Oop, she got her teacups out." Robinson said, "Your feelings are hurt," and Shayla says, "It's normal, and you just keep it moving." Period. Anyway, back to the question.
Hold on, I got
Who
a block.
watched the episode?
Hold on, I got a block.
Do not try to block him from this podcast.
Ban Christopher James Robinson. Is that how you do it right there?
Stop that.
I can just suspend him for the rest of the episode. Let me do that.
Charismatic Glam says, I think it's great when you can talk about the booty with your mate because we be looking together. Exactly. Like, I don't understand what the problem is.
It just sound good, but it never really go like that. I've been here before.
With me?
No.
Okay.
No, because I've learned my lesson. You don't. I name one time I've ever seen a booty and be like, bang, dang, bang. Or you even come to me, I'd be like, huh, what are you talking about? I don't.
Yeah, so that shows you that I have a problem with it. Like, I'm like, did you see her booty?
It's a trap.
And you be like, no booty. It's booty in here. People have booties in here. What? No, I ain't seen no booty. Be
What's that?
Like,
What's that?
That's a lie. It's what it is.
The nerve for people to have booties in here. That's crazy. I'm gonna point it out.
Shalonda said, we definitely be looking together. And Jay says, no, don't block him. I need someone to stir the pot with me. You better be quiet. He gonna block both of y'all.
Nah, Jay cool.
Shayla says, Brandy ain't your ex.
Huh?
And that's on period. Now you done fought yourself. I ain't saying nothing. That was Shayla Nicole. Anyways, hello. Welcome to the What They Never Told Us podcast. And I've been asking this question and trying to change the subject for about 3 minutes. Who watched the episode? Because it was not about Hoochie Daddy Shorts or
That's the name of the episode
Prince.
now. This is a whole new episode. It's called Hoochie Shorts. This ain't even no kickback. Now it's a whole new episode. Hoochie Shorts.
It's not no Hoochie Daddy Shorts.
So,
hey, Devin.
how are y'all with attire? Like, there's some people that get really sensitive about that. Like, are y'all sensitive to kind of how your partner dresses, right? I don't think that's something we deal with, but there are some people who are a lot more with their style. They like showing off a little more. They like being in more sexy attire. Would you have an issue with that?
I definitely told you before, like, you can't go out the house in gray sweatpants. I've definitely said that. Like, where you going with them on?
Why? I mean, if it's in front of them, of course they got.
Well, why would you put it in front of them?
I mean, it's just
put on
normal.
some different sweatpants.
The chat said the chat said
put on some different sweatpants.
The chat says it's normal. You just move on.
Yeah, but that's for people who want it to be seen. You're not advertising.
Before 2018, no one had the spotlight on gray sweatpants. It was just gray sweatpants. Now all of a sudden it's like, oh, you don't wear that.
Devin brought up a good point. He says, I need to catch the episode. Was looking on YouTube but didn't see it. I think you might need to tell him what happened.
So brother Devin, first of all, welcome. Good to have you here. Finally, nice to engage with you, my brother. So we had a little mishap via the episode. We started recording. Turns out Brandy forgot to hit the record button. So we were I'm joking. It was me. It's me. It's my fault. We doing the episode halfway through. We were like, oh, wow, we're not recording. So, yeah, it's not up on YouTube today. Episode suffering, too. I didn't realize how much the clips that we post kind of drive the traffic. So, yeah, I fumbled the ball, and forgive me. Let's move forward, my brother.
So, like Robinson said, it is audio only this week, but we will be back next week for sure. Back on YouTube, I should say. Khadijah says, wear whatever you want. I'll be your photographer. Jay says, it was when they brought back hip rolling where people was making a spectacle about them sweats. We can't be great. First of all, a dude shouldn't be hip rolling either. Unless you're a stripper named Chocolate
college was a wild
Magnificent time. Or something. Like, stop hip rolling. It's not where it's at.
College was a wild time, and we was up there by like close to Detroit, and I don't know how all of these like really thuggish dudes had that type of hip movement, but it was wild. I was like, okay, you know what? This is just not this era.
It's for a specific profession. Other than that, you should not be hip rolling if you have a penis. I'm sorry, it's too much.
Girls was going crazy at the party though.
Well, why would you want to do what the girls are doing?
I don't want to do it. No. I'm saying the girls was reacting crazy.
Oh, yeah. No.
What's that one song?
I remember back when like viral clips became a thing, right? And there used to be these guys that were like, it looked like they were in basement house parties.
That's
and
where
that's
it be
what
at.
They used to, that's what they used to be doing. It had the girls all twisted up, and it was a movement on the internet in the early 2000s for a little bit.
I'm telling you,
now it's dead.
That was my first college party experience. I didn't know what was happening. I went to the basement of that frat house, and I saw these shirtless dudes. I said,
They were having sex.
I'm at the wrong party. Yeah. Okay. All right. Y'all brought me to the wrong party. Okay. This ain't the event for me. Like, Lord.
Let's see. Shayla Nicole says it was still there, but it's just now being advertised. Everyone see the print. Desiree said, woo, wild nights at Easter.
How you know where my part? How you
Jay
know where I was
Smooth, that was his name, Khadijah. First of all, you're too young to even know him.
I have no idea who that is.
That was the boy who made it all like he went viral doing it was like a very specific. He was flipping the girl all around and they said it must have been.
I'm laughing. That's why I was just laughing at. I'm like, she knows she was up that way. Man, I said this frat house is wild.
Yeah.
I mean, the ratio from women to men is just off, and hips is going. Let me get up out of here. Where the cues at? Let me swing by them, see what they got going on this evening.
Anyway, so I saw Ashley said she did not watch the episode. Thank you for being honest.
So, Brandy made a post that kind of inspired the content that we leaned in for the episode of the subject matter. We want to, give them a little rundown of what that was about.
What we talked about. Well, my post kind of said, I can't remember what it said. Something about being an independent. Yeah, I'm old. I might just go back to it.
Lord.
It's starting a little rough tonight. Y'all just gonna have to work with me.
Lord.
So if my post said my husband done took all the independent woman out of me, I'd be like, babe, I need you. And it's true because our last season we had a whole episode titled Independent. We talked about how it was still very important to me to maintain my independence, quote unquote, while being in this relationship. But over the last year, I lost that desire. And Russell has introduced me to the soft life. And I like it on this side. And I'm really trying to adapt all my ways to it so that I can just be taken care of and do absolutely nothing and be okay with that. And everything that I have to do, we gonna do together. I just feel like
when you verbalize it, it kind of seems like I got the short end of the stick.
I just feel like it's really nice on this side when like the man is the man and you just get to sit back and be taken care of. I like that. And if we can ever get to the point where I don't have to work and you just pay all the bills and whatever I do, I just keep in my pocket, I would like that even more. I need to step up a little bit. I need some miraculous things to happen. Yeah, I heard DeVal talking about that. He said he pay all the bills and everything that Kadeen does, she keep it in her pocket. It is hers.
Oh, that's beautiful.
She got like a career.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm. And I'm trying to be that.
One of these days, I got you. Let's see how the summer go. Let me see how the summer go.
Jay says he was doing it to nobody with the girl in the striped turtleneck and the side ponytail.
He's still talking about Jay Smooth?
Yes, this is all facts though.
Y'all got to move forward from Jay Smooth now. We done transition.
Robinson says #Black love, great wife and great hubby equals a great marriage. My absolutely.
Dog. So that post kind of led us into this thought of how has our relationship kind of changed us. So while we kind of unpack this a little bit, I want to know, number one, do you think it's okay for a relationship to change you? Like that statement sometimes can like be a little tense right now because it's like, most of the time when you hear that, it's a negative connotation.
I ain't changing for nobody.
Or like, you changed. Ever since you've been with, yada, yada, you changed. So it can mean a couple of different things. But just the concept of you starting to be different based on who you're doing life with, is that an okay concept, right? So for us, I think we lean on the side of, and I don't want to speak for you, but it seems from the episode that we really lean into the ways that like our relationship is kind of shaping us differently, and
we've grown.
Yeah, and our experiences, the things that we've had to work through have kind of like shaped us, right? So for us, on the other side of her independence, for me was a lot of, and I think we talked about in the episode, was like mirror moments, right? Like we always say relationships are like a mirror. They kind of show you, right? So with her context where I'm like really, and we used to have some tension here because I'm really fighting for this. Like, I just want to find out what my place is here. We moving in together. You've always ran your household. I've always ran my household. And I just want to make sure that there's room for kind of how I envision my role in the household to be fulfilled and that there's no tension there, right? And in the areas that there were tension, where she had issues being like, hey, yo, can you help me with the groceries? Or like, because usually if she come from the store and she come with groceries, I'm like, hey, baby, is there more groceries out there? No, I got it. Or if the garbage need to be taken out. She'll be getting the garbage like, babe, you got the garbage. I got it. She'll stack up. She'll be on top of a chair to get something at the top of the shelf, and I'm sitting on the couch. And little stuff like that is kind of inconsequential. She can get the noodles. She's more than capable to do any of the things that I can assist with. But for me, wanting to be that for her, it was tension for me. It's like, yo, I'm sitting right here. Why won't you ask me? Even with the kids, when the kids would go for something, I'm like, yo, I'm sitting right here. Like, she's in the bathtub. Like, why are you asking her?
Lined up at the door.
Why are you asking her to pour you some juice? I'm sitting here. So what I had to realize is, instead of pointing the finger and being like, yo, why aren't y'all coming to me? Y'all don't see me. I had to look in the mirror and be like, okay, what is it that you're doing that makes them not consider you when they're in need? And that's a tough pill to swallow, because the easy thing is to be like, nah, you don't know how to be a woman, or you don't know, you ain't never had no man. Like, it's easy to be negative and just point the finger. But the hard pill to swallow is to be like, if they're not comfortable asking you for help, what is it about you that's creating that dynamic, right? So that was a tough pill to swallow. And if I'm being honest, which I try to do on this platform, in the beginning, it was more tension. It was more me not looking in the mirror, and it was more like, see, ain't no room. We had this big blow up because I think it was about a locked door. I can't remember. It was something about a locked door. And I can't remember what it was, but I remember it not being as deep as it should have been. And we got so tense about it. And it was just a snowball of these moments where I was like, man, like, let me serve, let me help, But the truth of the matter is, and this is hard for us to reconcile in relationships, we be the problem sometimes. Let me fix that. We be the problem most of the time.
Amen.
Right? If there's an area of issue, a lot of times you're a huge factor to it. But from where you sit at in the stadium of your life, it's hard to see that from where you're sitting at. And sometimes you got to look at it from other perspectives. So that's one way our relationship was changing me. On the other side of her independence was me being comfortable holding myself accountable and seeing the ways that I can improve and be sharpened in the area. So I know I was long-winded, so I'm pretty sure there's a lot of comments.
That's good. There is. So Shayla says, say it, Brandy. If you get that, that will just be a bonus. Shalonda says, I'm trying to retire like yesterday. Second that. She says, if it changes you for the better. Robinson says, heck yeah, no one stays the same. Really depends on how you change, but people changing no matter what. Change is constant. Juanica says, making changes for the better. Yes. Jay says, good change equals growth. However, let me change because I want to be better for you, not because you want me to be someone that I'm not. I would like to pause there.
That's a good one.
Because I think that's so important, and it's so relevant to the times that we're in now. Most of the time we get into relationships with an idea of what our mate should be. And if we come into situations where they maybe aren't that, or they're lacking in specific areas, we expect them to change to be what we want them to be. For me specifically, there were some things that I just expected Russell to do. But I didn't know how he moved in that situation. I didn't take time to observe how he moves on his own in the person that he is. I just wanted him to be what I expected. And when he didn't do that, that felt like a failure to me. And when we would come to these moments where we had to have conversations, like my expectation coming out of that conversation is, you're going to change and you're going to be what I need you to be. And if you don't do that, then you're failing me, or you're not doing what you're supposed to do. But in all honesty, if I just let him flow the way that he naturally flows, and this is only if your partner is capable of doing this, of course.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Then I saw ways that what I was expecting of him, he was doing exceeding above that, but I couldn't see it because I just wanted him to do it in the way that I was used to having it done. I think what you said, Jay, was super important. You cannot make someone change. It's the desire to do that, to be a better person for you, that drives true change.
Yeah. And I think on top of that, I think that's the true sign of if you have someone that you can do life with, is their willingness. Because I would say if you having a conversation and it's like, let me do me. So while you're doing you, I'm suffering, right? Like, say me and you consistently have bad communication. When we have a disagreement, you get hostile. Your tone is something that triggers me. You get defensive and you're aggressive. So while I'm waiting on you to want to change, I'm suffering because we can't have crucial conversations, right? So there is a space here where it's like, I shouldn't have to wait for you. And she's right. You can't make people change. So at baseline, they have to have the desire. But I guess all I'm trying to communicate is if they don't have the desire, that's a sure tell sign that
you might not be with the right person.
You're not the right one for me, because clearly this is an issue. We can't avoid crucial conversations. We gonna have to talk about serious stuff. And if at every time I have to take the low road because you don't know how to handle this moment, I can't do that. And I also can't wait for you to want to change, because what if you never want to?
Yeah. And I think the last part of it is when he said, you want me to be someone for you that I'm not. It's so important. Like, that's why we talk about having conversations early on and setting expectations so that you can quickly assess whether that person is what you're looking for and what you desire. Because at the end of the day, people only can be what they have the capacity to be, right? No,
capacity is a good word.
Yeah.
That's
so like, if I don't have the capacity to be this person, no matter how much you nag, no matter how much therapy, no matter how much counseling we have, that's just not, I'm just not capable of being what you want me to be. And if you can't accept that, then you have to be able to move on. And it makes it really difficult when you're in a marriage, when you have children, to just easily make that decision, which is why we advocate so hard for making those assessments, asking those questions, and making those evaluations up front. Because 10 years down the road, when you stuck and y'all got a house together and y'all got bills intertwined and children getting ready to go off to college, it's going to get real difficult.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. I think, and we talked about this, I can't remember what episode, what season, but it's really important. And I think we said, matter of fact, it wasn't even an episode. It was a live we did before we even had the podcast. Mm-hmm. The concept of you is a loose concept. And what I mean by that is, like, we got to do the due diligence of assessing, like, okay, when I look at the totality of who I am, what parts of me are hardwired, created by God, put in me by God for my fulfillment of what he wants for me in this life. And what parts of me are just baggage. And what parts of me are just byproducts of me growing up in an environment where I just soak some stuff up and have become a aspect of who I am. Because not everything about us was from God. Some of it is forged in pain, right? Personality traits that have just formed from us dealing with a certain stuff. You see somebody who's just really attitudinal and somebody whose disposition is just like, I don't care, I don't give a F, like this is just me, this is just who I am. No, it's not. You have been through a whole lot. Your heart has been hardened. And because of that, it's formed this personality for a defense mechanism to where I can move and function and be okay in spite of what I've been through. Now, it might have served you well in one point of your life, but now you in a healthy relationship, you got a career, a lot of stuff that requires you working well with other people. And that's what I'm saying. You just got to assess that, right? Like, you was a loose concept. If I stuck hold to who I was in 2020, we not sitting here. Like, there's no way that this works. If I'm clinging to a version of me that I was, and it really was me, everything was very authentic. It wasn't like I was portraying nothing. That's just who I was. But who I was,
your set of circumstances,
was based on my circumstances. It was very much so based on what I went through. And had I not changed, there's no way we sitting here. There's no way I met all these amazing people through this platform, or we even have like what we have in our relationship, if we are not willing to be like, okay, this don't work.
I'm going to say this, and I need you to get caught up on comments so you can read.
Yeah.
But what he's talking about is exactly what I felt in relation to independence. For a large part of my life, I thought that's who I was, right? I am this independent person who likes to get things done. I don't need too much help. You know, I don't like to ask for help. I don't want to be needy or dependent, but it was out of the environment, one, that I was raised in, and two, the being a single mom and the energy that I had to take on, because like many of you know, for the first 10 years of my first son's life, his dad was in prison. So it wasn't like I even had the option. Like, it's not like, hey, I need you to help and you just refused to help. Like, he couldn't help. And I didn't ask people for help because I felt like he was my responsibility, right? They didn't help me get him here, so they're not required to help me take care of him. His other parent isn't here and can't help me take care of him. So it's all on me. And I took that on, and it just really became part of this demeanor of that's who I am. It was a mindset, because if I didn't do it, it probably wasn't going to get done. Now, fast forward to now, I'm in a relationship with somebody who's like, let me help you. I don't know how to do that because for the past 19 years, it's just been me. And it's a really hard change to take an introspective look at yourself and really go through an inventory. Okay, this part of me, is this really who God created me to be? Or is this something that I picked up along the way? And I really had to do a self-check. And when it came down to it, yes, I'm independent. I'm capable of doing things on my own. But the beauty in this is that I don't have to. I have a partner who wants to help me. And it would be doing myself and him a disservice if I didn't allow him to do that and create a space where he feels like that's my wife. I'm doing for her, not out of obligation, but out of desire. And it's a beautiful life. I'm telling y'all, it's amazing. All y'all strong, independent women who are in marriages, just try it. Just one day, give them a day. Just be like, look, I'm gonna let you take care of me. I'm not gonna do too much today. Go ahead.
All right. This is back to the question, is it okay to change your relationships? Desiree says positive changes only. Growth, mindset, compromise, all great concepts in building and maintaining foundations in relationships. Absolutely. Shayla says, yes, a relationship can change you, as I just realized. If it is for the better and just some minor adjustments, I'm with it as long as it's a positive move forward. Kadisha says, change or grow. I think if you use the word change, then it can lead to red flags. For instance, I'm not sure if you saw Best Man finale chapter series, but Terrence Howard character started off engaged, but his friends kept mentioning that he's changing because he didn't do the same stuff like smoke weed, crack jokes, and etc. Shayla kind of commented on that real polite. She said, if you're growing, you're changing. I think it's more of a positive change. Growth would kind of be considered that. Juanica says, it's all about perspective. Des says, have standards, but not expectations. Will and skill are important in change. Shayla was, kind of giving me some amen facts, Russ. Terica says, I'm definitely living and learning. My husband changed into a whole different person after our daughter was born, his first. Kids will change you.
Absolutely.
Shayla says, that's so true, Brandy. Some people may not be willing or capable of changing for the better. Absolutely. Cody Rowland, that's my boy. He says, first time I've tuned in. I'm enjoying this good topic. Thank you, family. Colleen, same Brandy. I have trouble giving up control. It's real. Jay says there has to be some self-evaluation that has to take place before even getting into a relationship with someone else. The question you have to ask is, would I date me? That's real. Yeah. I'm a blast. I feel like I would just really enjoy being on a date with me.
So I know that I have some really great things about me. And before this relationship, if I asked myself that question, would I date me? The answer would have probably been yes, because I'm like, I ain't gonna name off all the things that are about me because I was gonna start with number one. That's gonna be totally inappropriate. But
I'm just curious.
Like, overall, I'm a bomb person, but I also recognize that I have some really toxic behaviors. And before I saw how those toxic behaviors were detrimental to a relationship, because all my past relationships, even though I had these toxic behaviors, we still were able, like, we both were toxic. So it would just became a part of how we navigate with each other. At Russell's core, he don't really have a lot of toxic traits. Like he has some things he need to work on, but as far as like toxic behaviors, I wouldn't say that he's that. So then coming into the relationship with the little toxic stuff that I was still holding on to with somebody who really don't have none of that, he looking at me like I'm half crazy. So even though, yes, the answer to that question would have been, yeah, I would date me. I think a better question is like, would my ideal person date me? And him being my ideal person, if he knew beforehand, like, yo, she's toxic, I don't think he would have picked me.
I don't know why you're like, I didn't know you prior to this.
I don't think you know the level of my toxicity because they have not come out in our relationship. Praise God.
But now here's the truth is, right? We give a lot of flack to people that kind of have some triggers, and when that trigger's pulled, it goes off. Mm-hmm. That's one thing. But you got to wrestle with the ideal of like, okay, someone's got to pull that trigger though. Right? And most of the stuff that gets you on that level where you're there, you're not going to have to worry about me.
But see, the problem is, now, yes, that's true.
Yeah.
But when you have past experiences built up in you, something may look like trigger. What it's not.
That's true.
And that's when I was talking about on the relationship. Like, I have to talk to myself sometimes, like, he's not doing that. That's your past self. Check it and don't react out of those feelings or out of your past experiences. React based on who you're dealing with right now. But I would be lying if I said that there aren't times where I be ready to spaz completely out. But then I have to be like, am I spazzing out because of what I went through in the past and it feels like that? Or am I spazzing out because he really tripping and he's really offending me or doing me wrong?
That's really,
the answer to that question is always no.
That's really emotionally intelligent. Like, if you can realize how much your experience is like VR goggles, like, because you think you're looking at one thing, but it look completely different when you look at it through the perspective of what you've been through, right? So just to even be able to recognize that, that's extremely emotionally intelligent.
Nothing but the grace of God.
Absolutely. Yo, you know how they like used to, well, I think some people still do it. Like, you remember online where everybody was doing like the my toxic trait is?
Yeah, we did it. We did that.
I want to, in light of Brandy's that's discussion topic, I want the brave souls on this chat right now to just list off one of your toxic traits. My toxic trait is ... fill in the blank. Let us know. Our community is built on openness, and we come show y'all our dirty laundry every Tuesday. So
mine has not changed. I will fight you, period.
It has changed.
It has not.
It has changed.
I've learned how to control it, but it ain't changed.
I don't think you will fight me.
Okay.
What would I do that would make you fight
That's
me?
what I'm saying. But would I do it? Yeah. Do I think you'd ever get me there?
If you came at me with a steak knife, like, I'm gonna punch you, but like, would you ever come at me with a steak knife?
I don't ever. I'm never the provoker ever. That's not my toxic trait. I'm not a provoker.
What would I have to do to make you fight me? This is a great question. You always say that, but what are the
if you cheated on me, I'd fight you. Before I left you, I'd definitely fight you.
You gonna beat me up
and I fight dirty. Like, I'm gonna wait till you sleep and pour boiling water on you or something. Like,
that's not fighting.
No, because I'm gonna pour the water, then I'm gonna jump on you and start punching you in the head.
You going to jail?
That's all
Oh
right.
wow.
I sit down for some reasons.
Well, that ain't gonna change what happened. Now you
gonna won't, but it's gonna make me feel a little bit better.
You gonna be hurt, locked up, and your kids ain't gonna have no mama. Look at you.
Ain't nobody gonna want you with your half of your face burnt off.
Nah, my personality ill.
That's what they gonna think when they look at you ill.
Come here, girl.
Because I'm a jack.
And I have money when I sue you. That settlement gonna be crazy.
It's your money.
Huh?
You gonna sue me for your own money that we already shared?
Nah, you ain't gonna have access to my other account. I see it now. I gotta move different with you.
No, you don't, unless you plan on cheating. Yeah. Okay.
You ain't cooking no more. No more grits. No nothing. Because now I'm worried about if you just think I am. What happens if you just think I am?
Nah, see, well, I can't say that.
I'm scared.
I was gonna say that I usually investigate, but I can think another toxic trait of mine is, no, I ain't like that no more. I was gonna say I shoot first, ask questions later. That used to be my motto.
So when you say shoot first, do you mean the expression?
It's an expression. Yes, I don't have a gun. You know that.
I don't know you right now.
It's why I don't have a gun.
I don't know you right now. I feel like I'm learning a lot right now.
Because I'd probably shoot first. That's why I don't have a gun.
Lord Jesus. Lord.
I get that from my mama. So, hey, Stacy, welcome.
Pray for me.
Cody says his toxic trait is assuming the worst. Robinson says my toxic trait is think I know too much. Ooh, that's maybe Russell do got a little bit of toxic behaviors in him because that's definitely his.
But I really know a lot though.
No,
I'm wise as all get out.
No.
I'll be wise.
Shayla says Russ don't play with Brittany.
Something wrong with her.
Jay says my toxic trait is I'll keep trying when I should have left a long time ago. Woo! I'll keep trying and trying until I don't recognize the person in the mirror anymore.
That's an R&B song.
I was say I need another
I'm
another sound. That ain't the right sound. I need like because that's real. That's
I don't think I got one for that.
You don't. That's a little.
We did
no.
it. We did it, Joe.
I just did that to break up seriousness.
No, that's so heavy and that's so real. Oh, that's the one you should have played in the beginning.
Oh.
Come on, push the button.
Yeah, come on, push the button.
Jay, you got to push the button, Doc. Eject.
For real. 100%.
Wow.
But that's so good that you recognize that. Now on the other side is now that you know that, how do you moving forward? Because if you know that, but you still don't recognize that you're at that point until it's too late, start breaking down where that come from.
Jay, I'm writing that record and I'm going to give you 10% of the pub.
Stacy says my toxic trait is doing something someone dislikes to test and see if they'll hold it out with me or leave me.
Wow. That's heavy.
I've been there.
That's heavy.
I've been there. I can relate.
See, now don't do that.
I've been there.
Because sometimes it's a good enough reason to leave.
Remember, we did a weekly episode about testing your partner. Like, is it fair to test them, especially without them knowing that they're being tested? And that used to be me. Like, how far can I push this before they leave me? Because that shows me whether you love me or not. If you gonna leave me, then you really don't love me. And that was such backward thinking. Like, nah, people realize when they've had enough and they don't deserve to endure abuse because you want them to prove that they love you. Yeah. Nah, sometimes I gotta love me a little bit more than I love you. And if you doing stuff just to push my buttons to see if I'm gonna leave you, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to leave you because that's toxic.
Yeah.
Colleen says my toxic trait is I think I'm always right. I need to see proof before I concede. Cody says you going to jail. Yeah, I'm better.
You going to jail, yeah.
Where
Shayla says my toxic trait now has been being selfish. That's honest.
Robinson says, scrap him if he cheats. Sounds fair and reasonable. Period.
Khadijah says, my toxic trait is my attitude and wanting me time. But me time, he feeling like I'm ghosting people.
You have to communicate. The me time is important. But you have to communicate because it can feel like you're abandoning a person if you just disappear and don't tell them why you disappearing. That's not fair. Desiree says, my toxic trait, I'll cut someone off in a heartbeat. Same sis. Jay says that's the hard part. Trauma bonding and abandonment issues are real.
Sheesh.
Stacey says yes. Jay says as long as it's a country song, Russ, we in there.
Nah, G.
I don't know why you keep trying to get him to do country. And then Stacey says yes. I'm testing to see how much you can take of me if you can say you truly love me. Yeah,
so here's the real.
I've been there.
So let me speak on that a little bit. Because I think sometimes the assumption is that when you love someone that it comes without limits. And that is a beautiful thought, right?
It's not
but
realistic.
It has to like be pressed up against the tension of also loving yourself unlimitlessly. Limitlessly.
It really messes up your
What's the word?
When you can't get the word right.
What's the word?
Without limits.
Without limits, right? If you love yourself for real, then there's a limit to what you'll take in the state, like in the pursuit of loving somebody, right? So being loved without any consequences is such a beautiful thought, but it's a little unrealistic, sis. Like, if you love you, then you'll have to take care of you. with the aspect of loving somebody, right? So,
yeah. And I'll add on to that to just say, you're testing someone to see how much they love you, but like, how much do you love them that you're going to test them and push them to their limits? That don't sound like love to me. And that's why I had to get out of that cycle, because I realized that, like, if I'm really willing to push you to the brink, I don't really love you like that. Like I say that I do. And if you leave me, then it's all your fault. And I don't assess what role did I play in this?
yeah.
Because I've been pushing you away the whole time, trying to make you prove that you love me. When there are so many other fulfilling, beautiful, healthy, honest ways for somebody to prove that they love you. The problem is, most of us just don't know what real love looks like. And we're chasing something in hopes to finally feel it one day.
The aspect of like, and we open on this platform, and our whole vision with this was like community. So I hope you don't mind us like showing you some love right now, Stacey. You know, we family. We go all the way back. So this is, it's kind of like the VR goggles scenario that we brought up, right? Where somewhere down the line, we were taught a false narrative about love, right? So in your mind, love has to be tested for it to be true, right? In your mind, there's no way of really knowing if somebody loves you unless you push them to the brink and they still stay, right? And although that thought is like rooted in your experience, it's rooted in an experience from your past, right? And it's a dangerous concept when you allow your past to dictate and move how you are in the future, because who you are today isn't who you were back then. The people in your life aren't the same people that in your life from back then. Like it's a whole new season. And in this new season, you also have to bring with it a new perspective. You have to bring with it a new openness. And like we've said this 100 times, love, relationships, this ain't for the faint of heart. This grown man, grown woman business, right? And you really got to have some heart to even step into it. Like when you've been broke down in any facet from love, like whether it's in family or whether it's in a marriage or whatever, coming back from that, shit, it takes a lot of strength, right? And you have that in you. Like that's in you, and you deserve to be loved, and you deserve to be loved without having to test it, right? So, and that's waiting on you. So I'm just saying what I'm saying because I think it's beneficial to know, like, when you move forward, you also have to move forward with leaving things behind.
I just had, God just brought it back to my remembrance, but one of my most toxic relationships, but he said something so profound to me. One day we were just going through it, and he said, I am tired of running your obstacle course. It was fun in the beginning,
Sheesh.
But now I'm done.
Who said that?
And
I need that.
I'll tell you later. And I was like, what? But now in retrospect, it absolutely was that. It was a gauntlet. Like, it was like American Gladiators. Like, I'm trying to make you go jump through all these hoops to prove that you the one. But really, you just showing me that you can endure a bunch of stuff, but you're not showing me who you truly are, because I won't give you the opportunity to. So that's really good. Charismatic Glam from YouTube says, my toxic trait is not choosing myself when I know I should and not calling someone out on their BS.
Gotta speak up. Stacey says, makes sense. I know that now, and I'm in that process. We love you, sis. Absolutely.
Shalonda says, my toxic trait is I don't like getting mad. I will go from 0 to 1,000 real quick, and it's hard for me to calm down. I will fight you, and I've learned to control it. Thank God.
Amen.
Amen. Our brother Lamar says, thank God for the outcome.
Colleen says, Hallmark movie love. It isn't realistic.
Stacey says, right. Sad thing is I didn't really see myself doing it until it was too late. That's, hindsight is 20/20, and
so that's how
we go through these experiences not just to go through it, right? I think we talked about this on the episode, but like, how I look at divorce is like, if I would have went through all of that and learned absolutely nothing and brought everything that I was in my last relationship into this one, all of that would have been for nothing. Like, I believe that God took me through that season and really gave me an opportunity to see myself how somebody else saw me. And once I got that perspective of myself, it was on me to change. So if you've gone through that, you realize that, and you're in the process of changing, you're doing everything right. You're doing everything that you need to do. So it's kudos to you, because there's a lot of people who just go through situations and be like, it ain't me, it's them, and then take that same toxicity into the next relationship. So
man, that part. If you're gonna go through the drama of a breakup, at least leave with some knowledge, leave with some lessons learned, some ways to grow and cultivate you, because because heartbreak is ghetto.
super ghetto.
That's a t-shirt.
Super ghetto.
Yeah. So, y'all, final call. The hour is 9. If y'all have any questions or any like final thoughts or anything you want to speak on, drop it in the chat really quick. We appreciate y'all openness today. I really appreciate these are my favorite types of kickbacks, when y'all just chopping up with us, when you be honest, when you like, yo, my toxic trait is boom. Yo, I love that. I think that was the vision for this. So
yeah,
y'all have no idea this.
And if y'all ain't got nothing to say in the last couple minutes, hit them reaction buttons. Give us some reactions. Boost us up to that. Add them half a pennies into our Facebook bank, please.
They still doing the performance?
We are still in the performance bonus, so all the little reactions matter. Thank you. We can if we're on our own, if we're on our private pages, our own pages.
Oh no, I'm on our page. Liking that stuff 500
times. Cody, y'all go live every day, or oh no, we go live every Wednesday. Are you in the East Coast, Midwest? It's Wednesday, every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
So what we encourage you to do is listen to the episode when it drops on Tuesday. So then when we come here and kick it with the family on Wednesday, you're abreast of everything that what happened in the episode. But
yeah, we'll shoot you the link. We on YouTube and all that stuff.
Most of the time, as you can see, if you were here in the beginning, we talk about stuff that don't got nothing to do with the episode. And then we try to squeeze in a little bit.
That'd be the fun part.
We try to squeeze in a little bit there to make sure we covered our bases. Shayla says, y'all are the bomb. We love you. You the bomb too. Stacey says, before you two married, did y'all bring any toxicity into your relationship at the beginning?
Oh, yeah.
It's a funny question because yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. A whole bunch of
That's a whole different episode.
I think it might be. You want to answer? You want to unpack that a little bit?
Talk about the toxicity that we brought in?
Yeah.
Sure. You want me to speak for myself?
Oh, yeah, don't speak for me.
I was a complete control freak. I had found myself. I had found Jesus, and I had an idea of what a relationship would look like moving forward, and it left very little room in my own head for the variable that comes with being in a relationship with another person. So even there was a lot of times where in the beginning I was not voicing my feelings to Russell, but I was reacting to him based on what I was feeling. And it was all out of the sense to feel like I was in control of what was happening next. You know, we were talking about love. We were talking about getting married and all these things. And it felt really it just felt out of control. Like I didn't know how to process everything that I was feeling for him. And it made me very reactionary because I was so used to bottling up my emotions and being in control of everything that was happening. So yeah, that was what I brought in.
Yeah. I think for me, someone said my toxic trait in here, and it was along the lines of like always thinking you right. And for me, I think I had just come out of like a lot of relationships and even in my career where most of it was predicated on what I thought, right? Like in treatment where you're dealing with people and dealing with their issues, when you're in relationships where people kind of like lean on you for what you think. A lot of times they can kind of fool you into thinking that like you just know what it's supposed to be. And I think because of that, and like there is an aspect of like where like most of the time where you're strong at, your weakness is like in the vicinity, right? So like I think all the time, right? And I'm very emotional, and I like to think I got a good handle on how emotions work. So because I'm gifted in that area, it lends to me not having a listening ear when it comes to someone who just wants you to hear them and hear their perspective. They're not looking for you to work through them and to like therapize them and fix it. Like, I just wanted you to hear me, bro. Like, and I had to learn that. Actually, shout out to Robinson. He actually like helped the light bulb kind of continue to go off on me. We did an episode, the locker room episode, and he was talking about how that was an issue. And I was like, hey, bro, that's me too. I be doing that too.
All the time.
All the time. So like, that was my toxic trait. Also, I was always waiting for the hammer to fall. Like, I was so worried about, I still wrestle with this. I don't want to get divorced again. Mm-hmm. I care about this relationship. And sometimes you can care about something so much that you could smother it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you could like see this puppy and just hug him to death, literally, like squeeze the life out of him. So for me.
And if in any moment that's not reciprocated, that means that it's the end.
Yeah, not so much reciprocated, but like it was in the moments where we would have issues, right? In my mind, I'm like, that's it.
It's over.
Like, especially before we were married, like in the beginning of the relationship, like when we started, when you come out the honeymoon period, because like for 3 months, like you the best thing since sliced bread. Like you can do no wrong. And then when we have our first arguments, like, well, there it is.
It was fun while it lasted.
Fun while it lasted. This stuff don't work. This relationship thing don't work, right? And you kind of got to shake that off because there's no way you can function like that. If everything has the potential to break you, then it will. Like you got to have this resolve, and I kind of lost that like resolve. Like, nah, I'm in this. There's no out for me. Like you're it for me, and I'm gonna do what I got to do to make it work. So I had to find that again, and me not having that was toxic as a mug, because I get attitude and it'll last the whole week. Because in my mind, we finna break up.
He's mentally preparing himself for the breakup.
It's it right here.
Shut down.
Shut down. Why you ain't talking to me?
Like, hello, I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere.
Just go. I'm just. That's how it be.
Ashley says, Mrs. Ashley, I'm not gonna lie to you, sis. This was a good one. You're gonna have to rewind it back when we end it. It was really good.
Sis is pretty, ain't she? Period.
Let me tell you, that little 3-part put on the little strip eyelashes you did today. Shout out to you. God know how to send a random in the bush, because I was like, oh, I'm gonna struggle.
You need to do that more. Like that was I would never put on lashes, but I literally watched it.
Well, first of all, she looked gorgeous in it, so it was kind of hard to take your eyes off of it.
Very good at like drawing people in, making it like relatable. I'm sitting here like, oh, so you want to bend the lash so that it follows the natural curve of the eyeball.
Don't play. You just looking at it because she fine.
That's your friend. Don't.
I know. You
make it so weird, yo. Don't do that.
Chantel J says, y'all are back.
Hey.
Yes. Well, this is week 3.
Yeah, we back. We back. Khadijah, the link to the merch website, okay, is getting ready to go away. Okay, it was like a special that they ran where the link was like really cheap. The store link is cheap, but to have that store up, it costs money. So we got to be able to like balance out what we're selling out of the store versus what it costs to keep it open, right? Everything we do costs. Posting every episode costs money. Every piece of equipment, y'all have no idea. Like it's expensive to do what we do. So we just got to balance like what's necessary and what's not. And right now, low on the priority list is the merch. I think all the people that really was like gung-ho about getting some pieces of merch, they got them. And if you didn't, it's finna be too late for you. So
we done already paid for May. So y'all got to the end of the month.
How do I?
And if the sales don't boost,
say goodbye.
That thing going bye-bye.
Yeah, but don't miss out on what they never told us. Hoochie Daddy shorts.
No.
They're going to be.
They won't be available.
Dropping in June on my special. It's my special
they
page.
Won't be available.
We're doing sundresses, gray sweatpants, and Hoochie Daddy shorts. What they never told us. This is going to be epic.
Shay says, yes. Ashley, you are the best. Yes, she is. Or
yes,
you are the ish. Robinson says, y'all back on y'all game. Chemistry lit. Lightning in a bottle. Come
My
on,
dog.
big. You better big us up.
That's my dog.
You better big us up. Tell somebody else.
Shout out JJ came through, bought out the stove. Got him. got
Yeah,
every little,
Jay and Ash.
Mm-hmm.
We like the multiple items. So y'all,
Right.
I put it in the comments if y'all want some merchandise. It is still free shipping. Just look at the little thing in the top to get what the code is. The little, what's that called? Whatever it is in the top. The announcements. I don't know what it's called. Hey, you better stop that. Sky.
Our dog
So
barking, y'all. I'm sorry. That was
Charismatic Glam says, let me get up in there for my sweatshirt. Please do. Jay says, I'm gonna need the shorts, high socks, all of that.
Say less, fam. I got you.
Ashley says, y'all get y'all merch, bomb quality too. Yes, Ashley I like the people who wear the merch and then don't be like, oh, I mean, no, let me not say that. But she be wearing the merch. Like you just see her in the video, kind of bypass. Hey, she got her shirt on. I like that.
Absolutely. Well, y'all, if there is no more, we appreciate you guys. Thank y'all for rocking with us. Of course, we'll be back Tuesday with a audio and a video this time, y'all. Brandy is gonna make sure of it. She's officially in charge of the button.
No,
I am relinquishing
I'm just gonna be in
all
charge
control.
of making sure the red light is on. That's
Okay.
it.
You know,
still got to push the button.
Yeah, we both missed it. Okay, I ain't hit the button, but she ain't see it. I caught it. I'm the one that was like, "Yo, we ain't recording." So y'all can thank me for catching it halfway through the episode. So everybody got their flaws.
Russell's toxic trait is he has zero accountability.
I already apologized.
Zero accountability.
apologized
You
about it.
apologized. You blamed it on me. You told me, man, I think she sees some deer or something outside. So we just gonna go ahead and just.
How you do, Black Dog?
Stop all that barking. Stop all that. Hey, don't do it again.
Get out the boat.
Get out. Get out the boat.
Get out of the boat. What is that?
Kevin Hart.
Yeah, somebody come look at
Y'all
this.
see this cat?
Come look at this. Get out the boat.
Get out the boat.
I hate it.
And there goes the episode.
I hate it. Okay. We're officially just talking, yo. All right, y'all. We love y'all. Good night. Y'all have a wonderful evening.